What's up, my people? What's up, my people? On today's episode of What the Hell is Leah Cooking Tonight? Okay, I'm actually making something pretty cool. I'm making like stewed beans, and I'll put some shrimp in at the last minute. I'm also putting together 2 quiches, a shrimp quiche and like a Canadian bacon broccoli situation. You know, like as long as my kids allow me at least. My husband took him out for an hour. He went to go visit his mother. He took the kids. I'm also gonna just blanch some broccoli rabe. I love to keep this in the fridge, even just like plain, and then like I cook it as, you know, as I feel like having it that day. I usually eat it cold with a ton of fresh lemon juice on it. Delicious. But I want to just fry up, I want to get the onions frying up for the beans. What's up, my people? How you doing? Yeah, the weather's really nice. Hi, Emma. How are you, babe? It's so crazy when people say they're a huge fan of me, and it's like I'm you, Emma. I'm literally you. You just happen to know a little more about me than I know anything about you. Okay. I mean, truly, like even when people see me in public, I'm like, I look behind me like, are you kidding me? I'm gonna get the onions frying up first, and then we'll move on to the quiches, just because these can sit a little bit while I prepare that. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little oil in here. This is gonna be for our beans. Sexy black woman. That is the dopest username, okay? Rock that shit. I love it. I love that. You guys are so fun, honestly. I am making... Thank you, Cassandra. I totally appreciate that. Some onions and put them in the pot. I have like an hour and a half to kill. I'm like, let me hop on with my crew, see what they're doing. It's early, you know, it's nice out. I'm like, I don't think many people are gonna be on because they're probably enjoying the weather. I was out during the day. I went to Home Depot to pick up a few little shits. What do I want to do first? I guess we'll start putting the quiche together first. These are store-bought. I didn't bake this. I like to put little fork holes in it, watch. Just let the air come out, you know? I'm not gonna par bake these because these stay in the oven for like 35 minutes. Thank you, Delicious. But seriously, don't even bother gifting me. Save your dollars, okay? We're here. We're cooking. I'm teaching you how to make a quiche because I feel like Mother's Day brunch, you know? Shrimp quiche. My mother always made shrimp quiche and everyone loved it. And for me, it was always the leftover shrimp cocktail. So I didn't love it because I ate shrimp cocktail for 3 days the day before. So when she made the quiche, I'm like, I don't freaking want this, you know? But then you grow up and you're like, wow, that's actually pretty cool if you put like your own little twist on it. So anyway, that's what we're doing here. I fried up some onions and peppers. So I'm gonna put a layer of that on the bottom. I like to use pepper jack cheese for this. I'm gonna do some at the bottom and then I'm gonna do like a layer, you know? These are literally pepper jack cheese sticks. Serafina was on a pepper jack kick for a minute. Needs the cheese sticks, needs the cheese sticks. I buy the cheese sticks, no one wants to eat them. So I'm gonna use them in the quiche. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Dana, love you too. These are quiches. I'm also making stewed beans. And I am going to just poach some broccoli rabe just for like the fridge. I've only been on for like 5 minutes. You really didn't miss much, babe. So I just put some cheese, some peppers. Now, the peppers are already seasoned. have some frozen corn. It's still like a little frozen. I'm gonna just put a layer of that. I got some shrimp over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have some shrimp. I'm gonna just lay them on top raw. They're gonna bake in the oven and cook up. Yes, I just have my Shuffle Pandora. People always ask me like what you're listening to, and Pandora just like gets me, you know? I've had it for so long that you put on the shuffle and it just plays the jams for you. Anna, that is so freaking cool. I don't know where you live, but once you start harvesting, it is like everything is like worth it then. You know what I mean? Like it all makes sense. I was harvesting like well into October. Not everything, but my eggplants, some of my cherry tomatoes, I still had a full garden, like in just those beds. Listen, just gotta give them a little TLC, you know? Happy birthday to your son, Lisi. I'm just turning these onions. I'm gonna go in another layer of that stuff, but I'm gonna put some of this, it's called like Chesapeake Bay seasoning or whatever. It's basically Old Bay with a fancy name. So I'm gonna put some of that on top of that shrimp. Some corn. The onions and peppers. These I like to fry up first because then they stay raw in the quiche. And like I'll never forget one time, like so many years ago, I wasn't even married yet. I was living with Tom in the apartment, and I love like fried tomatoes and eggs. Like I'll make like a tomato and onion little fry. You just put some butter, you fry up tomatoes and onions, and it makes like a paste almost, and then you put eggs in it. Delicious. Tom was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you tomatoes and eggs," you know. He put the tomatoes and the onions right in the eggs raw. He didn't fry them up first, okay? I guess you just had to be there, but it was just wasn't what I normally expected, you know? And I was like, ooh, okay, this is different. But I was grateful that he made it for me, so I tried to be nice, you know? I'm putting some more pepper jack on top. We just like, not that we just started dating, but me and him moved in kind of quick because we met, and then Hurricane Sandy happened, and I was like living all over the place. He was like, let's just move in together, you know? So I was like really trying to be on my best behavior then. And that's a fact. I feel like the pepper jack goes really good with the shrimp. I know people hate this cheese with the seafood. I get it. It's okay. I guess it's a preference. Just leave out the cheese, I guess. I don't know. Hard to do a quiche with no cheese, you know? All right, we're gonna move on to the next. We'll do the same mixture of eggs for both of them, you know? I gotta slice up some Canadian bacon for this. I love to put ham and broccoli in the quiche. Thank you, Kelly. This is some Black Forest untoward whatever I had in there. Oh my god, I've actually been dying to make a carrot cake. I was gonna make one on Easter, but I was like, I really don't have time to bake a whole freaking carrot cake right now. But I really enjoy homemade carrot cake. What recipe to use? Somebody told me a really good recipe recently. It was like a famous chef. I think it may have been the Cook's Country recipe. This is just some like, you know, cold cut ham. And I like to just cut it in little strips. I also love to use a ham steak for this. Joanne, I wish you were my neighbor too. You know, my neighbors they're very nice, but it's like nobody really, like we say hi, everybody's friendly. But there's no like you don't feel like community. You know what I mean? And not that I need people to be on top of me, because please don't. I don't want that either. Thank you, just Clarissa. But you know, you get what I'm saying. I'm gonna put more than that because that's kind of weak. I'm gonna just use this whole pack. So I'm making this. We'll eat it. You know, I'll put them out tomorrow with breakfast. I'll just give them this for breakfast, and then whatever's left over, I'll slice it up nice, and I'll just freeze it like portion size. You freeze one piece at a time, and if you wrap it up really nicely in plastic wrap, you warm it up in, you know, most people have air fryers. You warm it up in the oven, and that gets nice and toasty again. Even just the toaster oven, you know. Okay. You can't stop me from wrapping, can they? Okay. So bottom layer, we're gonna do Munster cheese for this one. I love Munster cheese. Right now we're making two different quiches. I have a shrimp quiche here with pepper jack, fried onions, peppers, a little corn. And this is gonna be like a ham broccoli Munster quiche. Hello, my loves. My queen. You guys are funny. You guys are freaking hysterical. I'm not gonna pre-bake the crust for this because I keep it in. I kind of cook my quiches like I would say low and slow because, you know, 35-40 minutes for a quiche I would say is kind of long, but I do feel like it sets the eggs really nicely. So I don't par bake the crust because I think 35-45 minutes altogether for the crust and the eggs is fine. If you want to go a little quicker, par bake it and then, you know, just cook it at a higher temp. I like to do 350, and I don't know if it's just my oven, but 350 takes long. I like to do things quick. 425, 450. That's the type of oven girl I am, okay? Unless we're doing something low and slow. But certain things that I've learned throughout the years, like my zucchini pie, my quiches, banana bread, certain things need that, you know what I mean? I'm just reading something, 1 second, guys. Just so it's clear, I'm not promoting or selling anything for any brands right now. I'm just hanging out with you guys on live, cooking a meal like I used to do back in the day before TikTok got crazy and like just got a little loco. So nothing's being sold here. I purchased everything I'm cooking with my own money. Just saying. Here's some Munster cheese, okay? I'm putting some of this ham. Here's these little broccoli florets. Is this not a great song, guys? This is the music I grew up with. I think people need a little bit more of this type of music in their life, you know? My Mother's Day plans are to just spend time in the dirt, actually. I just want to like be in my yard. I'm hoping the weather's nice because last year it really wasn't that great, but we still made the best of it. We usually do breakfast with the fam and then I like to just chill out, you know? Nothing crazy. I don't want to get all dressed up on Mother's Day. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I just want to chill. I just want to chillax. I'm going to season this. I'm going to go in with a little adobo for this ham and broccoli. I will go in with some Munster on this, but I want to pour the egg first, and then I'll top it with more cheese. Still got my onions over here frying up. Before I do the eggs for the quiche, I'm gonna add in some of these sun-dried tomatoes. Actually, let me do the quiche first. The onions can wait. Let me get those in the oven. What's she making? She making quiches. What's she making? She's making quiches. Here I am, the quiche lady. Just call me the quiche lady. I'm the quiche lady. I'm gonna do, for those probably 6 eggs each, I'm gonna do this whole dozen. I need another 2. There's only like 2 in here because my husband, I do it too, cracks the eggs. I'll do 13. Cracks the eggs. This is like the tiniest egg in the world. So we're gonna do 14. Because I really like to do like 7 each. 6.5. When you go like this with it, the thing is they like to rise and then they shrink again, okay? And I hate that when it's more crust than egg. These are the Aldi's pasture raised. I think they're like under $5 a dozen. They're okay. No, that's much. You guys don't see this side of me either, okay? My playlist is all over the place. Look at this tiny little baby egg. This is the tiniest little thing in the world. The playlist is all over the place. But I feel like growing up, we used to listen to everything. In the middle of stretch and folds. What are you guys doing tonight? I know it's kind of early, but this is the time I have to get done what I want to get done today. In the kitchen, at least. So, here we are. You're hanging with me. Hey, Siri. Next song. Being pregnant in bed. Enjoy it, babe. Watching the Devils. Last day of spring break. Yeah, that stinks. I wish it was summer already. Honestly, I really do. Ordering out tonight. Do you? You should order out. I should order out tonight. I agree. Onions are frying up nice. I forgot to put my apron on because I do actually like this shirt. It's a pretty good tee. It's hard to find like the perfect tee, you know? Yeah, there's just no explanation, Trisha. I just can't explain it. I am who I am. Studying for finals, you keep your head in those books, babe. I don't do that stuff with my eggshells, honestly. I did it 1 year, and then I did it 1 year. It didn't really make that much of a difference to me. I do put the mealworm case things. I feel like that kind of does the same thing. I like would love to be the whole compost baddie, have the chickens. I would love that. Like, that is totally my vibe. But it's not, it's just not in my wheelhouse. Like, I feel like I would be very overwhelmed with that lifestyle. Like, I'd be very overwhelmed with all the chickens and all the extra responsibilities. So I think the responsible choice for me would be like not to do it. Most people just do it and then they like hate their life after it and they're freaking sad. They're sad over it because what are you gonna do now once you have these animals? What are you gonna do with them? So just still buying the eggs at the grocery store, you know. The garden I love because it's like, yeah, you gotta do work. It is like maintenance, but it's like the maintenance comes and goes. You know what I mean? All right, so for the quiches, we're just gonna do some salt. I'm gonna do a little bit of milk. Normally I would put a little sour cream, but I can't find my sour cream. Do I not have any sour cream? Normally I would put some sour cream, but I can't find it. So you could also do cream cheese. So, and this is the whipped one, so it should get mixed in nicely. Honestly, if you didn't want to be a lazy BI like me, you could put it in the blender and you get a way better consistency. Like almost like the sous vide vibe from, you know, whatever your favorite sous vide place is, okay? So if you didn't want to be a lazy ass B, do that. Put it in your blender. Trust me, it comes out better. This was like, if I was like hosting, maybe I would, you know. But I don't feel like doing it today, to be honest. And it's just as delicious. I don't really care if it, you have a little speck of cream cheese here and there. It doesn't matter. But if I'm trying, if like people are coming over, obviously, I want to show them that I can make a delicious quiche. So I'm telling you, you make this in a blender. Black pepper. Hey Siri, next song. Just cause like this was juvenile. Like make your own music. You know? Make your own music. I put some fresh herbs. Fresh dill. I love dill with shrimp too. Very good with shrimp. I love like a chilled shrimp salad, mayo, sour cream base. Could even do Greek yogurt with dill. Almost like a dill cucumber salad, but with shrimp. Add some shrimp into that. Delicious. Parsley. Could put scallions here too. Scallions are really good here. It looks really nice in the quiche too, you know? Hi, Nancy. Hi, Ignite Your Light. How are you, my love? Little onion garlic powder combo. I'm making stewed beans with shrimp for dinner. I got my onions frying up. That only takes about like 15-20 minutes. So I wanted to just get these quiches in the oven real quick. You see how this looks like that? If you put this in the blender, it doesn't do that. It gets nice and creamy. And it would get creamy too if you didn't have a blender. You just stand here for 25 minutes with your, you know, your elbow grease. Which we're not gonna do, okay? I mean, back in the day, we used to do cream cheese omelets. Is that a thing? Because we used to have cream cheese omelets when I was younger. Did anybody eat that? They would literally make an omelet and it would be stuffed with cream cheese. Okay, Kayla, thank you, because I was like about to be like, wow, my mother just really had it out for me. And we used to order from the diner, so I was like, other people must eat it too. Okay. They're so good. I love sour cream on eggs too. Like, back in the day, IHOP used to have a country omelet. They don't have it anymore. But it used to be like ham, onions, and then it was like stuffed with the hash browns, okay? But they always used to put sour cream on it, and it was delicious. Okay. Yes, exactly. It's like putting cream cheese on a bagel with egg. Want to like pat them a little bit, you know, let the egg go down. Could have even probably used another 2 eggs here. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my hands. Push it out. There we go. Okay. Just take your pan. I'm gonna top this one with some Munster. I love this Munster cheese, it's really good. I made 2 quiches. This one is shrimp with fried onions, peppers. What else did I put in there, guys? Pepper jack cheese. And then I did eggs with like fresh herbs and a little cream cheese. Now, this is gonna like ideally make a little crust on top, okay? So I have my oven on 350 and I'm gonna bake these 35 to 40 minutes until the, you know, the center is nice and stiff and then nice and golden. I put it in a tray because I don't trust these little fugazi pie crust things, okay? You hear me? You spill all over your refrigerator, your oven, and then it's smoking in 14 seconds. How many times did your smoke detector go off and wake your kids? Wait, how many times? How many times? I know. Trust me. And then you got no one to yell at. Who you yelling at? The smoke detector? That's the worst. You got no one to blame it on. Okay, I wanted to show you these. Also not sponsored. Not sponsored. I just really love these sun-dried tomatoes. They're in olive oil, not canola oil, which is like everything I'm buying lately that's pickled. It has, or like, you know, marinated. It's canola oil. This is in extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna put some oil in these onions because we're gonna use this for the beans too. And especially if it's extra virgin, I'm not gonna waste it, I'm gonna use it. I'm just put some on here just so it doesn't destroy my board. You guys hear that? You deserve the best. And you're beautiful. Right, this song kind of like repeats itself the whole time. At the end is like sweet, you know? Grape leaves and tabbouleh for dinner. Love that. That's totally my vibe. All right, I'm gonna cut these up, put them in with the onions. These also have capers in them. Very good sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna, like, you know, cut them in 3. You don't want them too small. It's supposed to be like a hearty dish, so you want everything to be kind of chunky. All right, now I'll show you how we put this together. Yeah, man, let's go. Give it to her, please. We're making stewed beans right now. I'm showing you what's for dinner right here. I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna put some broccoli rabe in here too. I show you, my friends. This is just an onion. You didn't miss anything here. Just an onion I fried up. See how it's nice and golden? Like you want it to be golden, okay? You want color on the onion. The color builds flavor. It's my favorite pan, guys. They don't even sell it anymore. I had to buy it on eBay. It was only 40 bucks, but still. I have one, but I was like, I need another one. Sun-dried tomatoes. Now you want to use a hearty green here, something that can hold up to like the cooking process. Like you don't want to use a baby spinach because that only needs like 2 or 3 minutes to cook. I like to use kale, broccoli rabe, collard greens, something where like you can cook it 10 minutes, but you could also cook it a half hour if you had to. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Just warm those through, get a little color on those sun-dried tomatoes. Now you could use wine here if you want. I'm gonna be doing chicken stock tonight. I'm gonna do like a half a cup of chicken stock. Just for now. I'll add more later if I need to. Here's broccoli rabe that I have. I'm gonna take some out. I'm gonna cut it a little smaller. I'm gonna use about this much for 1 can of beans. I say this is about a cup of broccoli rabe, about like a hefty cup, you know? And I'm gonna cut it a little smaller. Now you wanna wilt this. The shrimp is gonna be the last thing you add in because the shrimp is gonna take, what, 3-5 minutes depending on the size of your shrimp. Bianca, that's so funny. And you know what else is funny? She's actually from Queens. Okay. It's destroying your stove right now. Trust me, I'm cringing. I'm cringing. Give it to her, please. All right. Fresh garlic. I'm making like a bean and shrimp dish. It's basically like a, I call it stewed beans, like sauteed beans with shrimp. Some fresh garlic. Smells so good in here. A little salt. Thank you, Giving Blessings. That's so sweet. I really appreciate that, babe. Thank you. Let's see what else I got in here. Southern California, my California, my eyes don't check. I want to put some olives in here, so I'm just looking to see if I got them. One sec. I got some of these cocktail olives, the Spanish olives. These will work just fine. I'm gonna do the broccoli rabe first. I can't get the olives open. Usually my hubby does it. Do you think about yourself? Or do you not think about? I'm gonna do some brine from these olives. I'll put the olives in a little later. I'll put some brine. These are good. Okay. Now you want to just wilt the broccoli rabe a little bit. We're going to add a can of beans. We're also going to add some more stock because we're going to add the liquid from the beans, and that's going to like thicken everything up really nicely. I'm going to do another half cup of stock. I probably used about a cup and a half altogether. Now, I have my stove on pretty high right now because I want the liquid to also evaporate while it's cooking the vegetables, okay? So if you keep it on low, it's just gonna create steam and you're gonna create more liquid. So if you're trying to create more liquid, cover your pan and put it really low. If you wanna get the liquid off and tighten your sauce, tighten whatever it is that you're cooking, take the cover off and raise your stove. But don't walk away from it, you know? You're trying to be a gangster in the kitchen, you gotta watch it. Because trust me, ouch, your mother. I've burnt things. Oh, you know, it happens. I feel like it doesn't happen as much, but it happens. Or sometimes you'll make something and even it looks delicious and it's like, what the hell? Like, what even happened here? My garden, I bought the dirt for my garden. I'm gonna do the, like I had to like top the beds off before I plant. But there's really nothing for me to do besides turn over my dirt because I have beds. And I just filled all my beds last year. I don't start my plants from seedlings. I don't have the headspace for that, okay? Nor the space. So like the day before, like a few days before Mother's Day, I usually go to my local nursery and just buy whatever I feel like planting that year. And then like throughout the season, I go and buy more too, you know? This is just some green tea. I'm cooking stewed beans. So in this pan right now, it's onion, garlic, olive oil, sun-dried tomatoes, a little stock, broccoli rabe, and now I'm gonna put a can of beans. I like to use these cannellini beans. Gotta leave you alone. Trying to open the can over here. I bought myself a new can opener, okay? I don't know how to use that. It's not like anything fancy. Like what the heck? Where's the other stick? Where's the other arm? I can't figure it out. So I'm using this broken one still. Broken one. Where's the kids? Hi, baby. Where is she? Are they asleep? Any of them sleeping? No. Straight to the toys? Yeah. Hi, Mommy. How are you? What you feel so? This is really...
Hi, Mom.
Hi, my love.
What are you doing?
Just trying to open my can. Because I bought myself a new can opener, but Mommy don't know how to use it.
Okay.
Are you playing outside?
Yeah.
Can you go wash your hands, please?
Okay.
And get changed, my love.
I will.
I don't want you to get your face by that. Thank you. Have a good time?
Yep.
Good. It's not gonna work. I'll go in with the knife.
No, you
It's because I messed it up from the beginning. And your price course on the new can opener.
I don't even know how to use it.
Oh. Tom don't know how to use it either. You opened that can for me that day.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
That's fine. That's good, that's good. Okay, got the can open. Everybody clap. Clap. Yay! We did it. Okay, I'm gonna use the whole can. And the juice. Because that's gonna be like part of the stew situation, you know what I mean? This is actually a great meal for Lent. We're not in Lent anymore, but just like if you feel like not having a meat meal, you can even if you don't eat shrimp, you can make just these beans right here, delicious. Serve them with some grated cheese on top. That's a meal right there. Delicious. This is how I normally make it, and then you add whatever protein, you know what I mean? I like the sun-dried tomato broccoli rabe combo. And the beans are like your pasta, you know, aspect, but just with way more fiber. I'm sweating, babe. I got the air on. Mariella, did you have fun? Oh, what did you and Grandma do? Did you climb the tree? Wow, you're so cool. I love you. High five. I love you. She said.
I want a quick hug.
You have fun? Come on, live, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Love you.
Bye!
I put my air conditioner. Yes, I did. My air conditioners are in. They've been in since like the first hot day there was. I came home and they were in. So my husband must have been hot. No, I think he was hot in the middle of the night. You know, I don't have central air in my house, so if it's hot that day, it's, you know, we gotta put those things, gotta put those wall units on. We bought an old house, and I feel like little by little we just fix it up. You know, like I really have no desire to move anywhere right this second. I would love more property. I would love more privacy. I would love a bigger kitchen. Obviously, I would love so many things, but we're just content here, you know? And I'm like, if we're gonna stay here, I'm just gonna pimp out this place. So we've owned this house 8 years, 7 years. So little by little, we just do more, you know? But anything at a home takes a while. So by little means like every 2-3 years. You know, it is what it is. This is sauteed beans with onions, garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, broccoli rabe, a little bit of olive juice. I'm gonna put some olives in when I put I'm gonna also put some shrimp in here. But I just wanted to warm these, you know, beans through. Now, I wanted to show you, because before I was telling you if you put your pan on low, it'll, you know, produce liquid. So now I've had this on low. You see how it's not really bubbling? And it is creating like a loose puddle. Do you see that juice in this corner? Now, we put the liquid from the beans in there. So if you put this up a little bit, watch how quick you can tighten the sauce. So look at the juice. Let me get something for my hands. You see how much liquid you have right now? And it's not like the type of liquid that you want yet. You know, it's kind of like a loose soup. Which you could do it like this and serve it as a soup too, but we want it to be more of like a stew. You get what I'm saying? So you see how it's like kind of loose right now? Fry it up for, I just turned it up a little bit. Give it like 5 minutes and it'll be tight, and then that's when we're gonna put our shrimp on. See how it's instantly bubbling? Do you see the bubbles? It's already got tighter. Yeah, just right like this. If you don't want to eat shrimp, serve it like this. Put a little grated cheese. It's delicious. I got JJ in here. The Flavor Rican. What's up, Leah? I didn't see you in here. What's up, my love? The Flavor Rican's on vacation right now. She left me home. She left me home. I'm here sauteing beans. She's eating these juicy ass burgers over there. You better have a cocktail for me, babe. Okay, look, like it literally happened in not even 5 minutes, okay? You see how now when you pull the sauce, the pan is like a little clean, like I can't really explain it, but do you see the texture? The texture is different. Not loose. it's getting more of like a thick gravy rather than a soup. JJ, had the time of your life, my love. We'll link up when you get back on my side of town. Thank you, Ella. That's so kind of you. I appreciate that. I feel like the influencer community gets a bad name. I really don't consider myself an influencer. I don't feel like I influence you much. I think I'm more of like a content creator. I love to share ideas and recipes and stuff with you. So I create the content for you. That's how I like to look at it. Okay? But I feel like I'm not really influencing. I can't really explain. I feel like we had this talk, me and you, a while ago. Okay, look at the sauce though. Do you see how it got so much thicker? You see that? Can you tell the difference? Now this is the texture you want, and we're gonna add our shrimp. The shrimp just need like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm listening to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I kid you not. Because when you put your Pandora on shuffle, it's also shuffling super simple songs. You know what I'm saying? No, this is beans. If you're happy and you know it. Mom life. Alright, where's my shrimps? Alright, now at this point, I'm going to put it on low, just so I can get whatever I want to put back in it before it gets too cooked, you know what I mean? I don't want it to stick. Because look, there's not really much liquid anymore, look. It's more of a gravy, more of a stew. All because we took the cover off. All because we, cooked it uncovered on a little bit higher. Gonna lay shrimp on top. I should probably change this one. Oh, this is good. This is fun. till like June or July. I just have a lot of stuff going on in May with my kids too. So I want to just get to summer, you know? But obviously I'll plan it before and you guys will know. I'll share. I will share with you. Also, my girl that I do the events with is like, she's like pretty pregnant, you know? And I do enjoy doing stuff with her because I trust her. And it's hard to trust people when you are dealing with money. That's just the facts. You know? But who knows? Who knows what the future has? You never know. Now these shrimps are like already looking done, so I'm gonna shut the stove. This looks beautiful. How beautiful that looks, guys. Yum. Yum. Trips to VA every third weekend. Fresh parsley. I kept it big so I could rip it off to Serafina. But it needs the parsley. It needs it. Just take it out. Thinking about the old days. Looks so good, guys. I just feel like it needs to rest for a few minutes. I just shut it off. But this is dinner. You really don't need to make a bunch of vegetables. There's broccoli rabe in there. This is a one-pot meal. This is a non-stick cast iron, and the brand is The Kitchen. They don't make it anymore. Honestly, I got it on. I think my husband got it on eBay. I'm gonna put this leftover onion and pepper in a mason jar. That's like my Tupperware, and I'll just use it for cooking throughout the weekends. Let me get a jar. Just clean up this area. It's a Little Kim and Biggie song. It's called Another Bitch. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. I handle dishes by right in the dishwasher. Honestly, my husband helps me so much with the dishes. I can't even take the credit for it. Even before I was on TikTok, even before I cooked for a living, like I was cooking for a living for catering and stuff, but even before I did this, my husband was the dish guy. I cook, and he just really helps me with the kitchen. And honestly, I am like mostly cooking all day, like almost every day. So it really is a huge help for me, and I appreciate it. I do have a dishwasher. I had to buy a new dishwasher recently. The other one I had was only about like 3 years old, but we do run it like at least twice a day. So I mean, I get it. I get it. It's like hard to go live. I mean, my kids are home this week, but in the summer, I was on way more. It's just hard when your kids are in school too. You're running from one thing to the next, and then the Friday comes, and you finally got a babysitter, and it's like, you know, I want to go out tonight, which doesn't really happen much either. But you know, when it does, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. The makeup on your shirt. You don't believe it's stories. The quiches are gonna take a while to cook. Where do I shop for clothes? Honestly, it's so hard to shop for clothes. I've been getting really good jeans, believe it or not, at Abercrombie, which is like, I never really buy jeans there, but they've actually been pretty good. Abercrombie, mostly all my tees are from like Target. And that's like basically where I go. Walmart, you know? Yeah, Walmart. This is just Pandora. I do shuffle radio, and it's like all my stations shuffled. Because you're bad at shows. Walmart is really like hit or miss, you know. There's sometimes you go and it's like, I can't even believe I found this at Walmart. They have really good stuff there. Catherine, I'm happy you're here, and I hope tomorrow is a better day. Do I ever cook with boar meat? I don't think I've ever had. Actually, I did have a boar lasagna once when I was out, and I probably didn't order it. My husband probably ordered it because that's definitely not my vibe. But he likes that shit, like short rib, like slow cooked meats, you know, slow cooked ragouts. Do I make brisket? I think I have made a brisket before. I don't get my plants in the garden until Mother's Day. Judy Blue, I still wear my Judy Blues too. My ass just got a little fatter, so, you know. How can I take you in pictures that I took at Angelina's? You gotta post it, and then you could take me in the post. You could take me in the caption, usually. I mean, I don't have anything, like, you guys could tag me in whatever. Will the girls eat what I cooked? Yeah, my kids love shrimp. I made like a sauteed bean situation. You guys missed that. I was on early today. Look. Sauteed beans, sun-dried tomatoes, shrimp. I mean, there's plenty of things my kids won't eat. It depends on the day. One day my kids like everything, the next day they don't. They're just regular kids, you know? I feel like people make such a big deal out of my kids' diet, and they just are eating regular food. It's not that big of a deal, you know? I grew up, that was regular food. It wasn't like, oh, your kids ate so great. Your kids just ate. You know, it's not really that big of a deal. In my opinion, I think. I'm just trying to give you like a different perspective, because I feel like so many people will write, oh, your kids have such a great diet, and then it's like another parent reads that and it's like, well, what's so bad about my kid's diet? Do you know what I mean? That's my perspective on that. I'll probably have another event at Angelina's Kitchen, just because that's like my safe place, you know. Probably sometime in June or July. We haven't really discussed anything yet, but we did say sometime in the middle of summer. But besides that, my next one is going to probably be in Jersey. I haven't been to Boston. I would like to go there one day, though. I don't know if no, probably not the Woodbridge one. I really don't know. We haven't discussed it, so I don't want to, you know, when I know, you know. When I do it, I do it. I don't even have anything planned yet. There's too much going on in the calendar right now, but definitely in the middle of summer. And I think it may be a different vibe, so, you know, we'll see. I love Mount Airy Casino. I've only been there a few times, but before I had kids, me and my husband spent a lot of time in Pennsylvania, and we would go there for dinner all the time. There's a restaurant in there. Is it Guy Fieri's restaurant that's in there? I do need to do an egg flight. You know, I like took a break from hard-boiled eggs, but I feel like I'm back on them now. Yeah, we've been to that Guy Fieri restaurant. I do need to go to Maine and try all the delicious seafoods. Thank you, Luis. I appreciate that. Come to Spain one day, my love. One day. One day. New York, Jersey City. I mean, it depends on what type of food you want. There's really good food, like in both those places. Yeah, I know. I need myself out on Long Island. I used to have a lot of fun out on Long Island. You know, it was so cool growing up in Queens because you drove 5 minutes one way and I was in Brooklyn, and then I drove 5 minutes one way and I was in Long Island. So it was like, it was fun that you can be all over. Come to Fiji. Oh, I'd love to. That used to be like everyone's dream destination place, remember? Everyone's got to travel to Fiji. Do I go to the beach? Sure. I mean, I don't particularly love the beach. I don't dislike it. But I do prefer a pool. My husband loves the beach. And like water and fish and stuff like that. Fishing and stuff. Favorite place to eat in Queens? That is so hard. There are so many good places. I really loved Pio Pio. I don't know if that's still there. I used to really love that place. It was like a Peruvian place, and they had this really good green sauce, I remember. I used to love London Lenny's. I don't know if that's still open. What's the one that's down Queens Boulevard that's really good? Or down Woodhaven Boulevard. It's an Italian restaurant that's very good. I can't think of it. They also do really good seafood. Hello from Edison. Hello, neighbor. I need a fun mukbang too. It's been too long. I could cry. It's been too long, honestly. I have not tried Haitian food. If there's any in my area, I'm down to try. I'm so happy you love my pizza rustica recipe. It's nice when you hear that you love the recipe. The other day on one of my videos, the one that I made, not the brajol, it was the leg of lamb that I like pounded out and I stuffed it. Remember, I think I put mozzarella on it. You guys remember that? It was like the big brajol, not the one that was cooked in the sauce, the roasted lamb. Somebody sent me a comment the other day on that and was like, you ruined my Easter. I followed your recipe to a T and you ruined it, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't even know how to reply to it because I'm like, I don't know all the logistics behind it. So did you get the same exact pound as mine? Because you know how I give you recipes, right? Like I'm like or about, you know? Like you need to kind of have a little feel, a little feel of what you're doing, right? And I do always promote to use your meat thermometer. Do I not? I even use my meat thermometer when I'm baking sourdough. I always use my meat thermometer. Okay, if you want your meat to be a certain temperature, how are you gonna know without using your meat thermometer? Right? And listen, it is what it is. I'm not even talking shit, I'm just sharing it with you. And that's just another example of you can't please everyone in life. You can't make everybody happy. You're not everybody's cup of tea. Okay? Just is what it is. And that's just how the cookie crumbles, honestly. Shabbat shalom, amen. That's just how the cookie crumbles. What am I gonna do? Good frying pan. I heard people like that Caraway brand. I don't have it, but a lot of people say that. Hi from New Jersey. Love from Canada. What's up, babe? My Easter was beautiful. We had a great Easter. Hexclad. Yeah, that's another one that's good. That's another one. I'm so sorry for your loss, Nicole. I'm sorry. That's sad. I'm happy you guys just to share that though. Thank you, Cleo. I think my pinole cookies are actually pretty dope too, and I love that there's no flour in them. Like, it's just all the flavor that you want. Would I go on Next Level Chef? Sure, why not? I mean, I'm not gonna go and like apply for shit. If people want to call me and get me on the show, then sure. But I'm always like, if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen, right? I'm not gonna go looking. If it's meant to be, it's gonna happen, and that just is what it is. Mateo's, yes. I've been to plenty of parties at Mateo's and Roma View and Russo's. I watch all reality TV. That's basically all I watch. I am a reality TV junkie. Hi from Amsterdam. That's so dope. Definitely on my list of travels for sure. Hi from New Jersey. It's probably not as fun as Amsterdam. I cooked beans and shrimp. I'm not going to order takeout. I just cooked a whole meal. Why would I order takeout? Prison Brides? I didn't watch. Which one was Prison Brides? Like, is it the Love After Lockup? Chibi, that's so funny. Oh, Chibi. How cute are you? Thank you, Chibi. Don't waste your time, though. They don't care about little Aaliyah. Don't waste your time. What's up, Jen? How are you, my love? I used to love this song. It makes me smile. Yeah, it makes me smile. I love Kitchen Killer Lisa. She is just one of a kind, that woman. She really is. I've been following her since before she even had followers. She used to follow me, and she used to just write the most outlandish comments, and she would make me laugh every time. I was like, I have to follow this woman. Like, she would post the most craziest shit. And I'm like, listen, do you, girl, okay? I used to love Gypsy Sisters. That's not on anymore. I don't think that's on anymore. I watch The Housewives, but like I record them, and then when I let them pile up. I don't really watch Jersey Shore. I was never really like a Jersey Shore girl. I didn't really grow up here, so I wasn't like hardcore. Like, listen, I'll go hard for Jersey. I love where I live, and I show mad love to my neighborhood too. I really do. But I don't get like, I don't have like the love for like the Jersey Shore show. You know what I mean? Not to be a party pooper. I'm just keeping it real. The Jersey Delicious show, I used to love that show. I used to watch, but that wasn't on for long, was it? I grew up in Howard Beach. We like already did dinner, babe. You missed it. I cooked like 2 hours ago. I'll show you what I cooked. I have 2 quiches in the oven that you guys missed. And then I also have some sauteed beans with shrimp, broccoli rabe, sun-dried tomato. I'm gonna hop off soon and feed my little babies some dinner. I was just taking 5 minutes to answer to some comments, which I never get to do on here, I feel like. It's 5:22 over here. What's been giving you joy lately? I feel like my kids always give me joy. Staying creative brings me lots of joy. Hi from Asbury. Hey, Aaron, how are you? I would love to make tiramisu. Let's do it. Kevin, the sorority chef. I have to check him out. I can't wait for the garden content either, babe. Oh my god, my soul needs it. My soul needs it. I love you too, Liana. Thank you for being here. Hi from Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house. Brooklyn's in the house. I gotta hop off and feed my kids. Maybe I'll make a cocktail video. What should I drink tonight? What do you think? I should have a nice little cocktail. Maybe we'll make a video. Howard Beach, what's up, Victoria? I can't wait to do my garden either. Tomorrow I'm gonna top off my beds with the dirt that I have sitting in my driveway right now. So I'm gonna definitely record that. I'll share. I'm gonna top off my beds. I'm gonna twist the dirt around. I'm gonna put some of those earthworm casings that I have in there. And just like prepare the bed for my studs. I really don't need anything else. My yard's like equipped to just plant. You know, I got my raised beds. And I mean, when you have those, there's really not much you need to prepare for. It's gonna rain tomorrow. Don't tell me that, babe. Nancy, don't tell me that, Nancy. Don't tell me it. Keep it to yourself, babe. We're not putting the rain vibes out there. It's not gonna rain. Mother Nature is gonna make it beautiful and sunny for me. Mother Nature's gonna give me a beautiful day tomorrow, right, Mother Nature? The makeup class I took, I am gonna share a video about it. I like to edit my videos in like chronological order. So I'm just not up to the makeup class yet. But it was this girl, Kristen Gallo. She is a professional makeup artist. She does makeup for a lot of people. I think she has a bigger platform on Instagram if you wanted to look her up. She like hosts makeup classes. You know, hit her up. You get you and a few of your girls together. You want to host a makeup class, and she teaches you, like, you can either do the basics, you could do glam, like whatever your vibe is. And we had so much fun. It's like, you know, I don't even know how long. We were there for a while. And she, like, taught me, like, obviously I can get by, you know. But she taught me, like, placement, which was cool. From New Zealand. That's so dope. I love you guys. I'm going to hop off and feed my babies. Maybe we'll mukbang at dinner. But I will be on live way more. Okay? So just keep looking for me. Trust me. I got your back. Can't really share details yet. But all good things, my friends. Okay? Just remember, good things come to you. That's why I said I don't go looking for things. You're a good person. You are creative in your own sense. You're not copying people left and right. You're creative in your own sense. And, you know, you just do the right thing. And good things come to you. So, I'll see you soon, my friends. I love you. Have a good day. I know the weather's nice out there, okay? So be careful. I feel like people get a little crazy when it's nice out. Sun starts shining. I love you, my friends.